So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead and let's start up this damn reaction, shall we? So, Casper, shout outs to you. We reacted to a couple of your videos so far. When Harry and Bully Maguire run the fade all across New York over MJ. All right, y'all. So without further ado, let's get into this next video, y'all. Let's do it.
So we start off at MJ's trash play that nobody gives a fuck about besides Peter and Harry. And if y'all ain't know, I'm a elite level MJ hater. F her and them Tubi movie level plays she be doing.
Damn. We're only 14 seconds in and we're just throwing the stray already? That's not even a stray. That was a torpedo. Golly.
I mean, Shorty been getting passed around since high school. Straight Vegeta and Goku level plays she be doing. I mean, Shorty been getting passed around.
Damn. 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 She belonged to the streets. Damn. And Peter was out here in love with her the whole duration while she went from dude to dude. Right, Shadow?
Around since high school, straight Vegeta and Goku level subbing. But we look up and we see Harry watching MJ, and then he starts looking down at Peter so crazy. He had to have had that reverse flash level hatred. It was at that moment bro decided that he was finna try to fuck up Peter's life. So we skip to the end of the play and Peter walking out and he sees Harry and he starts chasing him down and he like, I need to talk to you to explain things. And then Harry turns around and he like, tell that to my father. Bitch ass nigga. And then he gets in his car and drives away. And then it skips to Peter congratulating MJ, but
we do not care.
Later that night we arrive at Harry's mansion and I guess that nigga just said
It became personal with me.
because this nigga Harry was fully immersed in that crash out gas. And yes, we all know that shit literally turned his pops into the biggest tweak in all of fiction. Cause after Norman turned into the Green Goblin, every time he had the chance he shitted on Harry.
Nigga, did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
But Harold Osborn did not care. He was like, fuck it, I wanna be like him. And I mean, look at this nigga, even got the stare just like his father. And meanwhile, we at Unmade house and she trying to get Peter this little ass ring cause he wanna propose to MJ whole ass. And that's the same ring bro right here had to bring out his glasses just to see that Kaisenet shaped diamond. Nigga might as well announced it to the whole restaurant like,
broke nigga alert. Why does Kai always get thrown in these strays, man? Jesus.
Broke nigga
Is
alert.
it talking about me?
Broke nigga
I
alert.
think so, my nigga.
Broke nigga alert.
and then we cut to Peter on his moped enjoying his day. And then this nigga Harry comes in and grabs his ass and picks him up like Diddy did Tank. And then they almost hit a bus. And then these niggas start boxing in the air. And I ain't gonna lie, for a 2007 movie, the CGI looking better than the last 4 seasons of The Flash.
Damn.
But Harry grabs him, got him in a bully pose, and then hits this nigga with a headbutt. And then he grabs this nigga mouth like when your mom snatch your lips, and he holding this nigga Peter up in the air with one hand. I just know his feet was dangling. And then he proceeds to pull out his arm blades and cuts this nigga torso. Got him screaming out like, and then Peter swings over his arm, jumps off his glider, and then swings away. And that's when Peter was like,
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
cause he starts beaming Harry in the face until he starts getting annoyed as hell. And then he flies into his web, cuts that shit off, making Peter fall, and then punching this nigga straight into a building, leaving a Peter-sized dent in that hole. And while Harry got Peter hitting the Yamcha pose, this nigga pulls up like. After
Alrighty,
Bro
Zach,
gets
I'll
done
see you
emoting
later.
Peter, we see this nigga dressed head to toe in Rick Owens and Chrome Hearts. He glides down to Peter's level and takes off his shiesty, and he sees that it's Harry Osborn in the flesh. And he like,
Oh no, this can't be.
and if I was Peter, I wouldn't even have been mad that it was Harry. It would have been cause bro did all of that just to flex his new fit on him. Cause we all know all that nigga Peter got is $2. MJ thought as a paper clip and a piece of Hubba Bubba gum on the bottom of a bus seat. And Peter like, Harry, You knew this was coming, Pete. And then goes in to rock this nigga, charging up a wild right, but Peter flips out the way, and then he goes and hits the wall, leaving a glory hole in that bitch. He looks up and Peter above him talking about, listen to me, I didn't kill that tweak. And then he goes to grab him, and then he flips out the way, and he was trying to kill me, but he went out like a bitch. And then this nigga Harry grabs him and throws that shit on him. And then he sneaks up from behind, and while Peter not looking, he comes from behind and then punches the rock, trying to make him take that Black Widow level fall damage. That nigga threw 2 building windows, and then Peter starts trying to catch his ring, but Harry like, and then trucks his ass out of frame. And while his ring is falling, he starts choking this nigga Peter, but Peter shoots a web in his face and then elbows him and proceeds to kick that nigga Rick Owens, and then starts swinging his ass around like Diddy be doing rappers at his parties. And that's when Peter gets the idea to go through this alley, but Peter was smart as hell. He knew Harry wouldn't be able to navigate his way through the trenches. He a spoiled rich kid from Manhattan. He's not like that. But Harry said he was not J-Lo.
What's something else that real New Yorkers say?
You.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Harry
The
said
fact
he was
that she
actually
said
from the
that.
Bronx, because he starts gliding through that hole, jumping up and down like Meek Mill was. And then Peter looking back, scared as hell, and rightfully so, because this nigga pulls out a green sword from Roblox off his back and tries to cut Peter, but he misses. And the way he was winding that motherfucker up is crazy. If that was Miles Morales in front of him, I would have been questioning Sam Raimi, because look at this nigga's form. That shit is immaculate. But Peter swings off a bar, swings onto
Nah, you're
another,
sick.
and then this nigga starts winding up his sword like he finna throw down the meanest dunk, but he goes to stab Peter, but he misses. And then he bounces off and regains his balance, and then he pulls out them annoying ass golden snitch balls from Harry Potter, and then he throws one at Peter, and he like, God, I hate those things. And Harry like, I bet, and proceeds to throw 6 more at this nigga. Got my son Peter swinging and running up the wall like he Vector or some shit. And that's when they start tagging his ass on his thigh, rib, and back. So this nigga jumps off a pole, swings off the hill, and tries to drop kick Harry, and then that's when he catches friendly fire from his own pumpkin bomb. But he catches back up to Peter, and he starts webbing all the pumpkin bombs, so he grabs one and throws that shit at Harry, causing an explosion. And then look at this nigga Harry. The nigga was like, IG gonna love this one, but
I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. He kind of did his thing there.
then he comes out days hitting a stank face like he front row at a Sexy Red concert, and he caught a whiff of that motherfucker. And then he sees that Peter has a web head level, and then this nigga gets clothesline, hits a vent, goes back first into another vent, and then bounces off Roddy Ricch music discography since 2019, straight garbage. But Peter must have swapped brains with Scotty Barnes, cause this dumb nigga up there looking surprised, like, nigga, is that not what you meant to do? But like a good friend, Peter takes him to the hospital and he survives. And then we find out that he has lost his memory cause Peter literally gave this nigga Aaron Hernandez level CTE, so he can't remember a thing.
Wow.
So he starts fucking with Peter again. After they get done talking, MJ comes in, but
We do not care.
no, I'm just playing. We skip to MJ, and this time we actually do care because she walks in and sees somebody doing her play rehearsal. And basically the directors of the play was like,
This nigga is trash.
and basically she got her ass fired. So she walks out and hears applause, but it's just Peter getting attention from citizens. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is 100%
Embarrassing.
So y'all want to know what she does next? This bitch goes through her contacts and then she clicks on Harry's name instead of her boyfriend's. So he picks up the phone and he like, hello?
Hey Harry, it's MJ.
And then this nigga instantly starts grinning like Dude Dennis. Nigga voice got deep and everything, like, hey, I need some company. Are you doing?
I'm not gonna lie. She was Peter's biggest op in this movie, boy. She biggest op, biggest hater. And it's like, come on. You're gonna go ahead. You're feeling a certain type of way. And then you hit up this nigga's op. She don't want to be saved, don't save her. That is not my nigga, don't claim her.
Anything? And I come by.
She belongs to the streets.
And
The
even though this
streets.
nigga Harry brain is fried deep down inside, he just can't help himself to fuck with anybody else in the city. Like, nigga, you're rich. Go fuck with a supermodel or something. You trying to settle for this regular ass? If she was born in the 2000s, she'd be an OnlyFans thought ass. But Harry like,
Yeah, sure, pull up, shorty.
okay. Are you sure it's okay? Nah, I'm not doing anything. Please, just come over. And then Harry tells his butler to make some food because he got MJ coming over in a little bit. And that's when he like, a hoe? Yes, a hoe. You mean like a shorty? Man, just get some food. Fake ass Alfred. Damn, my fault, Master Osborne. You know you don't get no hoes. So we skipped to later on that night. And y'all see it's nighttime and she called Harry at daytime. So this bitch waited for a prime booty call hours to slide to Harry crib. She knew what she was doing. So she walks in
Tight
and he
shit.
like, you hungry?
This motherfucker
Don't miss.
Yeah. And then this nigga invites Peter Ho in. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then Harry starts cooking for her. And this nigga got some Genuine playing in the back. So he turned that hoe up because he trying to set the mood. And then this nigga starts dancing with her on some Wild Usher time. And then this nigga was in the kitchen just burning shit. So they had to stop. After they get done cooking that Aisha curry ass meal, Shorty be feeding my goat burgers with nails, sweaty gym socks, and shoes in that bitch. They
Stop. 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 Stop.
the table and this bitch starts rubbing on this nigga head. And then y'all already know what happens. She kisses this nigga. And then after
Boy, I promise you, she's just not shit. She's not shit. She's just not shit, boy. And Peter was sitting there about to propose to her and everything. Oh, this is the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. And she's out here locking lips with your best friend, your best op. And she's liking it. Damn. Damn. And Gwen was better anyway. I don't disagree with that statement.
after she gets done giving that nigga Magic Johnson disease, this bitch gonna get up and leave and let's
Nah,
all sing
Magic
together
Johnson
now.
disease.
Yes,
She's
I'm a hoe.
And then Harry starts chasing after her, fiending for that milk like Anthony Mackie was with Scarlett Johansson.
That's Scarlett Johansson.
Well done.
100%.
Well done.
I mean, the nigga was literally
God
begging
damn.
Kevin Feige for a chance at those, like,
My nigga. Chill.
But after MJ leaves, Harry blue as hell because this nigga has that where my hug at level game. He takes a shot and his pop start pressing him straight.
I thought you were bad.
You ain't bad.
You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
And then that nigga memory starts to come back, and he even remembering shit wrong. The CTE corrupting this nigga brain. But he looks up and his dad like, little nigga, you remember me? Yes, father. I remember. I was right about that hoe. That she did the whole block. About everything. You know what you must do. Harry, make that broke nigga suffer. Make him wish he was dead. First take his eater, and then flex on his bum ass. And after Harry Potter gave that nigga a lesson in Crash Out 101, we cut to MJ apartment and it's dark as hell in that bitch. And Peter on the phone pouring out his heart even though this smut just cheated on him. And then Harry pops up out of nowhere.
To be fair, yeah, she did. He's sitting there singing Neo So Sick of Love songs, voicemails and shit. And she just out here just cheated on my mans. Damn. He needed to choose better.
And starts strangling her ass and then puts her up on the wall. And he like, if you want Peter to live, you gonna do something for me. We cut to Peter seeing MJ and he calling her beautiful. My nigga got flowers and everything. And then MJ like, there's something I gotta tell you, Pete. Okay. It's not working. And then while Peter's still trying to get her back, she start manipulating my nigga and gaslighting him until she like, there's someone else. I'm tired of fucking with your broke ass Peter. And then a bitch just runs away. Shorty turned into LeBron because she was just sitting there lying her ass off. And then look at this nigga Harry in the background smiling devious as hell. And then he like, bravo, if you acted as good as you did then in that play, maybe you would have kept your job. And then a nigga starts staring up at the sky like he just did God's work. We skipped up Peter and Harry talking in a coffee shop right after he just got his ass dumped. And then he like, she said that I wasn't there for her and that there's another guy. And Peter should have known something was up. Look how uninterested this nigga looked. But Peter like, gang, I was gonna propose to her. And then like the cuck he is, Harry starts defending her as like, well,
Damn.
I
Damn.
was gonna propose to her. And then like the cuck
Damn.
he is, Harry starts defending her as like, well, she's been going through a tough time lately. Her career, she lost her job because the critic says she acts like The Rock. And then he's like, hold up, she told you that she got fired and not me. And that's when this nigga decided to fuck with Peter for no reason at all. Hit his ass with that, well, that's why I asked you here, Pete. I'm the other guy. And before Peter was able to get mad, Harry hit his ass with that.
Don't get mad, I'll take your bitch, nigga.
So Peter gets up and walks out, and then he gets outside and he like,
No, fuck that!
and then this nigga Harry turns around grinning like he's suking it, and then he gonna wink.
Literally the best gif right here came from this movie. From number 3
at my nigga, and then he just disappears. Even had this black nigga in the back like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
but Peter goes home and he's sitting at the foot of his twin-sized bed contemplating life. And that's when a flip switches in his head because he looks to the left and decided to lock in like fatherhood Jalen Green because Harry done unleashed that bully. We skip to Harry Mansion and he pouring himself a cocktail, and then Bully Maguire pops up in the back out of nowhere like a father when his son makes it to the league. And then that's when Harry like wanna drink, and then he turns around and he like, you mad I took your hoe? Don't worry about it, she was for everyone. Me, you, the ock down the street at the deli. I heard he Aki weighed himself in your bitch pants. She was my eater. And then he sips his drink and he like, well now she's everyone. Bitch ass nigga, she doesn't know what you are.
She was everybody, is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, technically, Harry's not wrong.
Nigga.
What did he say?
She knows me very well. Did you forget that I was the first to smack them buns? And she was my eater first. You just mad she friends on you like Tyler did Kai. And don't get me started.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
Started on her kisses. Ooh, strawberries. And then Peter hits his ass with a right, walks him down, and then hits him with a left, smacks his ass in the nose, gave him a free Dr. Miami visit, and then hits his ass with 2 rights after that. So Harry stabs him in the stomach, and then Bully Maguire pulls that weak shit out, grabs him, and then Harry pulls out his arm blades and tries to take off Peter's head, and then he catches a heel kick to the jaw, and then gets Sparta kicked into a wall, turning that nigga into an eagle. And then Bully Maguire runs up and almost gets decapitated twice, and then he gets hit with the left, grabs him, and then Harry goes for a spinning back fist but get caught, and then they start struggling because Harry trying to send Peter with Uncle Ben stay, and then he like fuck this and hits Peter with a left into a wall, and then he goes to cut his head off again and then gets stuck in a wall, so Peter breaks them holes off and then hits his ass with a left, and then he throws a backhand, gets caught, and then gets kicked onto a table, and then Harry like, how'd you like that, Spider? And then they start walking around this table for no reason at all, and then Harry sneaks his ass with a right, but Peter said you are not Sneak Nation no more, and then took his chain and then kicked this nigga out a window. And while bro tumbling in the air like Gabby Douglas and bleeding out the mouth, Peter like, stings, doesn't it? And before Harry gets up, he like, I protected you in high school, now I'm finna beat your little ass. Ooh. And then Harry runs up, gets thrown into a wall, but Peter starts throwing up tour dates because he can't hit a punch. But Peter like, fuck it, and hits his ass with a backhand, and then this nigga throws him into a pillar, and then he goes back first into a wall. So they run up to each other, and Peter tackles this nigga into the goblin cave, and then Harry runs away like Josh Kitty when ain't no girls under 18 around. And then he grabs his sword trying to end Peter right there, but he putting up Tony Snell numbers because he couldn't hit shit. And then while Harry glider tweaking out, spinning around the room like a Beyblade, this nigga Harry tries to slice off Peter's head and then his leg, but Peter grabs his ass, makes him get on top like,
That was real gay, my nigga.
and then he kicks that nigga into his glider, making that nigga fly into the wall. And while Harry on the ground feeling the effects of that ass whooping, Peter walks over, and this nigga trying to parlay with Peter, but he was not hearing none of that shit. He started calling Harry an embarrassment, saying his pop did not fuck with his ass.
I guess his feelings just got hurt
because he was looking sad as hell, and Peter hit him with that, oh, look at little Goblin Jr.
Gonna cry.
Gonna cry. And then he gets up and Peter throat chops his ass back down. And before he walks away, he throws a pumpkin bomb at Peter. So he weaves that bitch, catches that motherfucker, and then throws that shit at Harry. And then it blows up in his face, and he just walks away casually. And hey, even though Bully Maguire turned Harry ass into cuff him, they somehow became friends again with that old yee ass, oh, your mom named Martha? Damn, that's crazy. Me too, twin. Ass bonding. But my nigga Harry dies, Peter saves the city, and MJ still a thought at the end of the day. And I'm trying to be more consistent, so drop what y'all want to see in the comments, and I just might do that motherfucker next. But with that being said, I'll see y'all next week.
Jesus.
Maybe.
Hey, listen, Casper, you have proven more and more that you are one hilarious commentator. Jesus Christ. You know, I forgot that MJ is the OG city girl, the original city girl. Oh my God, here we go. MJ pissed me off. Hey, you know, she wanted, she in her Atgal summer, you know. Hey, listen, Casper, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. I enjoyed that. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. And shout outs to you at home. I will catch y'all in the next video.